Carrie's been on a hiatus. Are you going?
Nope. No. Now you are. Now you're live, you wench.
My video is not good. Hey everybody, it's Carrie from CNC Cocktails. I've been totally incognito for 3.5 months. COVID 2020, what the fuck ever. School, back to work, all the shit. But I figured it's Halloween. I'll do an impromptu class for you. We're making a Halloween cocktail tonight called the Undead Gentleman. It is a riff on the zombie. I've never made this, so we're gonna all experiment it together, but it's gonna be really fun because I homemade this cinnamon sugar syrup last night, and we're using a new syrup called Velvet Faradum, which is kind of like the orgeat that we used in the Mai Tai, but it also has cloves, nutmeg, and a couple other spices, so it's gonna be very fall-based and very rum-based, kind of like if you liked the Hemingway daiquiri, but a little bit lighter and a little more fall-inspired. So, let's go. Make sure I have all my. Again, this is very impromptu. I did not know I was going to do this. So, your first ingredient is going to be Appleton rum. You want to get the blended. You don't want just silver. You've got to have blended. You could use any Jamaican blended rum that you can find. You could use Appleton. You could use Mount Gay, anything like that, but make sure it is blended. And then you're also going to have a black overproof rum. And if you don't know what overproof means, it means it's more high in alcohol content than most normal liquors that you find. So I chose Kraken because it's a spiced black rum and it's 94 proof, and we're just gonna add some of this. If you haven't tried Kraken yet, it is amazing, you're gonna love it. So we're gonna do an ounce of that back. Then we're going to add half an ounce of grapefruit juice. It's a little bit of a full grapefruit juice there.
So much more fun.
Add that bad boy in there. Then our next ingredient is going to be the lime juice. Fresh squeezed lime. Don't try to use any fake lime. It will fuck up your drink and you will be highly disappointed in yourself, and I will also be disappointed in you. Next ingredient is the Faradum. That is also a half an ounce. And in case you haven't noticed, this is a very boozy beverage.
Oh, it is.
So it's got two. It's the Undead Gentleman, and it's very boozy. Okay, now for the last ingredient is the cinnamon syrup. So the way that I made this, I took 3 cinnamon sticks, put it in water, brought the water to a boil, added 4 cups of sugar, or 2 cups of water to boil, add 3 cinnamon sticks, let that come to a boil, add 4 cups of sugar, stir until all the sugar is diluted, and then let it sit out for 12 hours, and then strain it and put it in your cup. It actually makes 2 full bottles of this, so you might want to make a half recipe for that. Then we're going to add half an ounce to that. And can I have a lovely bar assistant please get me a frozen fruit glass out of the freezer? So, as usual, you can shake this, but I like to stir because I don't like the little ice chunks, or to have to double strain. Thank you, darling. So give it a good stir. You want to make sure, again, that the outside of your stirring vessel is very cold. And I went ahead and pre-chilled these glasses so that your drink will stay cold and not get diluted while you were enjoying this fancy, fancy beverage. Let's see how we did.
Nice.
Perfect. Now, if you want to get really fancy, you can garnish it. It calls for a lime and a slice of grapefruit. We're not fancy right now because it's Halloween and it's COVID, and I just didn't feel like doing it. But let's give it a taste and see how we did. Ooh. Can I get a volunteer from the audience?
Dr. Shop.
Dr. Shots is here.
Tasty. Is that what the
Prognosis?
said?
The prognosis is damn good.
All right. Thank you guys for joining. Happy Halloween. I'll try to be back as soon as I can. Mwah.
How do you stop this?
I did.
Well played, guys. Good job.
Yeah.